Hey everybody, it's Tyler here with another Behind the Bumpers of the Lakeshore Qualifier event, checking in team number 1792, Roundtable Robotics, here at Oak Creek, Wisconsin. And to help me out with that, I have Jonas and Eli. And we're going to be talking about, on this robot here, completely modified from 2020 into 2021. So very excited to talk about some of the changes. This robot, by the way, finalists in their group this year, so congratulations on that. Also, they won Chairman's in 2020, so can't wait to hear more about what's going on, all here on Behind the Bumpers.
Giving you a voice.
Making it loud our own way.
Welcome to the fun.
We would like to thank our friends at Stryker for supporting fun so we can continue to make content for you. Stryker makes some of the most revolutionary medical equipment and is a big supporter of FIRST and its participants. If you are looking for an internship or a career that supports you being in FIRST, check out careers.stryker.com to learn more. If your team or organization is hosting an off-season event, did you know you can stream it right here on FIRST Updates Now for free? Events that stream on FIRST Updates Now receive an additional 25 to 100% additional viewership because we help you promote your event on a large platform. If you're interested, reach out to us on any of our social platforms, on Discord, or send us an email at admin@firstupdatesnow.com. Let's get your off-season event streaming on FIRST Updates Now. Hurry, dates are booking fast, and we take first come, first serve for all our events.
So starting on this robot here, we're going to be going through the intake. Very interested to hear about some of the changes because we actually talked to your team last year, and this fundamentally just looks different. So talk to me about some of the changes and what made it different.
All right, so the intake mostly stayed the same for this at-home challenges. We didn't make too many changes. What we actually did is we put a metal piece right here to block off the intake, so that we would just put the balls in manually then. So when we were going back into the zone to put balls back in, we would just put them in here, 1, 2, 3, and we wouldn't even use the intake. So a couple changes that we made to the trough was I designed these two pieces right here to actually change how many balls we could hold. We used to be able to hold 5, and we were all right with that, but we decided since we only needed to use 3 balls, we would just have space for 3.
So we can intake the balls to the front like this, and they just hop into the trough like that. And then we get to our shooter. It's powered by a 775 Pro, and then it goes into our main flywheel that also has an adjustable hood that is controlled by a seat motor over here. And then all of that is powered off of, all that's calibrated off of the limelight, and that will give us our area of the target, which allows us to calibrate the distance. And then we also have a color sensor down here in the front that we used for the 2021 zones, so we could see what zone we were in and use that to calibrate our hood. And then using those together, we could shoot very accurately. And that's mostly about our shooter, yeah.
So a couple of things to ask you, some follow-ups on this. We'll start with your shooter here. I want to talk about your limelight. You actually said it's for distance, right? Do you also use it to align as well too, or is it just strictly for distance?
We used it in the at home for mostly distance, but now we're using it a lot for aligning, so we can use it to align left and right and forward and backwards for accurate shooting.
And that's actually through your drivetrain then, because you have a fixed hooded shooter, right?
Yep.
So that makes sense. Do also want to ask you about your intake as well too, Jonas, on this. So coming through, so we have kind of an interesting material between the top and the bottom here. So you have grip on the top, but loose on the bottom from a slide. Can you tell me a little bit about your choice of material that you used?
It was, we just used what we had on hand. So we had this rubber, which really helped with gripping the balls. We had a bit of an issue at first when we were trying to grip the balls with this plastic material. So we decided to use rubber. And this is just to keep the balls from hitting the bumper, because if they hit the bumper, they could sometimes they would go under the bumpers actually, and we'd have problems then, because then we have ball in our drivetrain. So it was what we had on hand. We have a lot of PVC, and then this rubber, it's just normal like rubber electrical tape. So we just had that for extra grip.
And in 2020, if I remember correctly, you guys actually had more of a dumper bot, right? You were scoring in the low port?
Yeah, we changed it completely because we ended up cutting this off right here, this intake. It was about 6 inches higher. We cut it off because we didn't need it anymore, and we changed it so we could do high shooting and we could do low shooting, and then we just changed it so we were only a high shooter box. We no longer need the low shooting.
And lastly, you also did change your drive this year as well too. So looks like we got a Omni wheel front and back, kind of a little bit of West Coast going on. So talk to me about what you have there.
Yeah, last year, in 2020, when we were at the competition, we would just have our Omni in the back, which helped us with our steering and movement. When we decided that we were going to do the autonomous courses, we added another set of Omnis on the front so that the programmers could have more mobility. And it ended up helping us out a lot for those challenges and for doing the teleop runs.
Well, 1792 Roundtable Robotics, thanks for taking the time to show off this robot. Really excited to hear about the different modifications. You guys had a great robot last year too, so looking, of course, more success here, so good luck, and can't wait to see your robot in future competitions. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
We would like to thank our friends at Stryker for supporting this video. Stryker is looking for current and future FIRST alumni to join their internship program, and FIRST mentors who are looking for a great career with a company who actually supports their FIRST journey. Go to careers.stryker.com to learn more. You can also directly support Fun by joining Fun Nation. Click the join button, and just for a few bucks a month, you'll unlock special perks and directly support us so we can keep making great content. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on our new videos. Keep the conversation going and provide your input to our content. Watch our live shows at twitch.tv/firstupdatesnow. Join our Discord at discord.gg/firstupdatesnow. And check out Fun FTC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and First Updates Now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.